Welcome, beautiful soul. If you're here today, it's not by accident. Something inside you is waking up. Something inside you is ready to see clearly. For a long time, you may have felt confused, doubted yourself, or questioned your own reality. But today, that ends, because the veil has been lifted. And now you get to see the truth. For so long, narcissistic abuse keeps you in a fog. It clouds your perception. It makes you second-guess your instincts. It teaches you to ignore your inner voice and trust someone who never truly had your best interest at heart. But here's the powerful thing about truth. Once you see it, you can never unsee it. Once the veil lifts, you begin to understand that you were never weak. You were manipulated. You were never broken. You were targeted. And you were never crazy. You were gaslit. This moment of clarity can feel shocking at first. It can feel painful, even heartbreaking, because you start realizing how much you gave and how little you received in return. You start seeing the patterns that once felt normal. You recognize the lies that once sounded like love. And you finally understand why you always felt like you were walking on eggshells. But let me tell you something important. This awakening is not meant to destroy you. It's meant to free you. When the veil lifts, you don't just see the narcissist more clearly. You see yourself more clearly. You see your strength, your loyalty, your capacity to love deeply. And you realize that those qualities were never your weakness. They were your power. They were just used against you by someone who didn't deserve access to your heart. Narcissists thrive in illusion. They survive by keeping you confused. They need you doubting yourself because the moment you see clearly, they lose control. And that's why this moment is sacred. This is the moment you stop shrinking. This is the moment you stop explaining yourself to people who never intended to understand you. This is the moment you stop trying to prove your worth to someone who benefited from making you feel unworthy. When the veil lifts, everything changes. You begin to notice the subtle ways you were manipulated, the guilt trips, the silent treatments, the moving goalposts, the love that felt conditional. You start seeing how your empathy was exploited, how your forgiveness was weaponized, how your kindness was taken for granted. And instead of blaming yourself, you finally start asking the right question. Not what's wrong with me, but why did I tolerate what I never deserved? That's growth. That's awareness. That's power. Clarity is not gentle at first. It can feel like grief. You grieve the person you thought they were. You grieve the future you imagined. You grieve the version of yourself that kept trying, hoping, waiting. And that's okay. Let yourself grieve. Let yourself feel it. But don't stay there. Because grief is not your destination. Freedom is. You are not here to relive the past. You are here to rise beyond it. When the veil lifts, you stop chasing closure from people who can't give it. You stop expecting accountability from someone who doesn't have the emotional capacity to take responsibility. You stop trying to get them to see your pain, and you start seeing your own worth. And that shift, that's everything. You begin to understand that boundaries are not walls. They're self-respect. You realize that walking away is not weakness. It's wisdom. You see that protecting your peace is not selfish. It's necessary. You don't owe anyone access to your energy. You don't owe anyone your silence. You don't owe anyone your suffering. You owe yourself truth. You owe yourself safety. You owe yourself a life that doesn't require you to abandon who you are just to keep someone else comfortable. The veil has been lifted, and now you get to choose differently. You get to choose peace over chaos. You get to choose clarity over confusion. You get to choose yourself over survival mode. And that's where real healing begins. Healing doesn't mean you forget what happened. It means what happened no longer controls you. It means you stop living in reaction and start living in intention. It means you stop waiting for validation from the outside and start building it from within. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time for your awakening. Everything you went through taught you something. It taught you discernment. It taught you emotional intelligence. It taught you how to read energy. It taught you the difference between attachment and alignment. And now that you see clearly, you're not the same person you were before. You're wiser. You're stronger. You're more grounded. You're no longer easily fooled by words without actions. You're no longer impressed by charm without consistency. You're no longer available for relationships that require you to shrink. That's growth. That's evolution. That's the veil lifting. You don't need revenge. You don't need explanations. You don't need them to admit what they did. Because your clarity is already your closure. Your peace is already your justice. Your healing is already your victory. And here's the most powerful part. You didn't lose yourself. You found yourself. You found your voice. You found your strength. You found your truth. And once you find that, nobody can take it from you. If you're listening to this and you feel something stirring inside your chest, that's your intuition waking up again. That's your spirit remembering who you are. That's the part of you that never forgot your worth, even when you did. Trust that voice. Honor that knowing. Follow that clarity. Because the veil didn't lift just so you could see what hurt you. It lifted so you could see what's possible for you. A life with peace. A life with healthy love. A life with boundaries. A life with joy that doesn't cost you your soul. You are not here to survive anymore. You are here to thrive. And if nobody has told you lately, let me tell you now. You are brave. You are powerful. You are worthy of love that doesn't confuse you. You are worthy of relationships that don't drain you. You are worthy of a life that feels safe inside your own body. The veil has been lifted, and now you get to live in truth. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing clarity. Thank you for choosing yourself. If this message spoke to your spirit, take a moment to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps this message reach other survivors who are still waiting for their veil to lift. Your healing matters. Your truth matters. And your freedom is just beginning.